It's round 2 of the McGrady Insurance Northern Ireland Rally Championship. Today we're at Bishopscourt, and this familiar venue has a new challenge for the race and rally stages. The Ballynahinch and District Motor Club have put together a single lap stage following extensive work carried out.
My name is Brian Crawford. I'm the chairman of Ballynahinch Motor Club, and I've also been given the pleasure of being the clerk of the course of this rally here today. Very, very major changes. We're a motor club full of competitors, and every year after the rally's over, we talk to competitors, see what they want, and the problem that's been going on for years here is the double laps and the catching, and it's absolutely impossible to cure it unless you do exactly what we have done, and we have basically built a completely new part of the circuit. Before we had a total of 6 miles for 2 laps, so now we have 4.5 miles for 1 lap, and the competitors, well, I'm just hearing rave reviews about it here. They're loving it, the fact that they're not catching, and it seems to be working really, really well. 2 weeks before this rally starts, the 2 Sundays before, we would have maybe 40 club members come down here to bring tyres out. They do that, say, the 2 Sundays before the rally, and on the Sunday after the rally to raid up again. We're very, very lucky. We have forklifts that are supplied to carry off forklift there, which are great, and I say that makes life very, very easy for us. We're blessed here too with a very, very good sponsor, Raymond Moore, who is very, very good to us as far as helping us out with Marshall gifts and things like that. So Raymond Moore at a racing rally has been absolutely fantastic to us. It's actually a relief for people not to be coming to you and saying, oh, I caught such and such and they held me up and they wouldn't let me past, and maybe I shouldn't have been let off just so close to them. And it was just an ongoing problem. But I mean, this change has made the organisation side of things so much easier. Been brilliant. The entry list has been very, very good this year. We've actually, believe it or not, we've had 8 or 10 cars up from the south of Ireland, which has been brilliant. We don't normally get these guys up. It's normally the other way around. The northern are better than down the south. But it's just great, and it's brilliant to see them. The quality of entry. I mean, we have 20 R5 cars here. There's many as a championship, and the mainland would be very, very pleased to get 20 R5 cars, but we have them here at Bishopscourt.
First to try out the changes are the championship leaders.
Yeah, it's looking good so far. It's stayed dry today, so it makes it hopefully a bit easier, but with a bit of a new layout as well. This year it's kind of new for everybody, so we might struggle the first couple of runs while we try and get our bearings with the new setup, but yeah, hopefully it'll stay dry all day and be a good day. It's a lot of it changed. I would say probably 60% of the course has changed from last year, so the club have done a brilliant job to make the changes and make the track, especially a single lap format now we have. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the new format looks like, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting at it.
Johnny Greer has a real battle on his hands today in the dry and dusty conditions. He has to wait until stage 3 for his first quickest time. As it's Aaron McLaughlin who is setting the early pace, he wins the opening 2 stages.
Been rallying since 2016, and we're just this is our 3rd rally in the polo, and we're just getting her kind of tuned up now and getting used to it, and seems to be going all right now today. We were back a bit on the seating there. We started number 11, but I think it might have helped us a wee bit on the first stage because the lads in front kind of cleaned the line for us. You know, it was a bit dusty there in the morning, so we had a good run. We were 3.7 seconds up on the first stage, and we were able to get another 1.2 then, 1.6 on the second stage. So just trying to hold on to it. Now's the one. I think we were 4th in the Northern Ireland Championship last year, so we're gonna give it a good go now in this polo this year and see what we can do with it. Oh, number 1. It'll be hard to do, but we're trying for it. That's the plan. We had to move up to this yoke this year to compete. That's great and handy. I was in Dublin yesterday. I had the car with me. I come up last night, stayed, and I'll drive on to Dublin or Donegal now for the weekend. And all Saturdays, great job. Just home and not falling out with the wife.
Kyle White is 3rd overall, despite having a few issues.
Yeah, going good so far. The objective was today not to damage the car, and yeah, I've yet to hit an objective today. So no, listen, we're getting the times down drastically throughout today, and getting onto the car, which is good.
Jason Dixon and co-driver Martin Brady are also navigating the new look Bishopscourt circuit really well early on. The Mini Cooper belonging to Derek McGeehan is making its first appearance of the season.
We do motorsport for a living, preparing cars, taking them to events and taking the cars home again, getting them ready for our customers. Oh, here I haven't been out really much. I haven't done much rally myself. It's 4 years now, so tracks is a handy time to come out for myself when you have other people coming. So I decided to come and do Bishopscourt. I really do like this event, but I've no more intentions to doing any more events this year. Here tracks can be entirely different than closed roads. Your car's obviously lower, stiffer springs, roll bars harder. When it's dry like today, which you don't get too often, you know, the car takes a right bit of lateral grip, so you make everything a lot stiffer for days like this. Well, I'm out in the Mini WRC, as you see yourself. I've had this car from new this 12, 13 years now. Then with Jason Dixon out there today in the Mark II R5 Rally 2 car. And then with Trevor Ferguson out there in a Mark I car, and then Shay Oak and the wee Peugeot 208 there as well. Here I enjoy driving the cars. I do enjoy driving this Mini here. She's very aggressive now compared to the R5 cars. Although there's a lot of quick younger boys about nowadays than me, but I enjoy the odd spin out. But I've done plenty of rallying, and it's sort of time now to start backing off a bit and quitting it.
The joint junior leader after the first event is Ben McFall, who had a fine day at Kirkeston.
The last round was good. It was a bit difficult with the rain and stuff, but we managed to get through it and chose the right tyres and managed to get a good result, so we did 10th overall. My hopes this year is to get the junior championship, but we're leading it at the minute, but things can change, so we'll just have to see what happens. I'm getting on alright, it's just the conditions aren't brilliant, so they aren't a wee bit slippy, but look, we're getting there, so we are. Well, my dad, he rallied for about, I think 20 years he rallied for, and he started us in go-karts about 7 years ago, and we've always just loved motorsport, and I moved into Giannetta's race car circuit racing in Mandela Park in Kirkstown, and then eventually we moved into the rally car, so I don't know how he feels about me being in his car, but hopefully I don't break it. The car is a Mitsubishi Evo 9. She's 2 litre Group M H pattern box. It's pretty much like a standard Evo, no sequential or nothing like that there, but it's a very good car to learn rallying in, so it is.
Andrew Nesbitt is one of Northern Ireland's most loved drivers, and his son Graham is competing today, alongside Andrew's old co-driver, James O'Brien.
Well, there's an even bigger story. When I started with the fathers of the people that were around me, then moved on to their sons, which was my generation. Graham and myself did a rally 18 years ago, and about a month back I would be rallying with a young fellow who was probably would qualify as my grandson. Down south we have a championship for the juniors, so I was inside in a little 1 litre Skoda City Go with a 14-year-old.
You know, my father Andrew had a lot of success in the Tarmac Championship over many years, and I suppose I was brought up around that and spent a lot of time, but it's really a family affair. You know, my uncle Alan rallying, my brother, my cousins were all heavily into the rallying, so great to get out myself today. Well, look, I think it's in the blood. You know, I did quite a lot of rallycrossing when I was a junior and kind of teenage years, and then did a little bit of rallying, but actually this is my first rally in 18 years, so I think everyone, including my wife, thought it had gone out of the system, but obviously the bug was still in there somewhere, and we're back out this year. The desire never really went away. I've done a little bit the last couple of years with a C-Mog buggy, and that's kind of sharpened me back up again, so just the draw of the stage rallying, it's hard to beat, and look, they run the great championship here, so delighted to be part of it.
It's absolutely amazing. Who better to have as a navigator with your son than James O'Brien? He sat with me for many, many years, and we've had many great successes in the international circuit. So this is Graham's first race in 18 years, so I'm really looking forward to seeing the rest of the stages today.
Fairness to Graham, he handled himself very well out there. It's a very, very tight stage in places for what is a very, very big, you know, the Evo 10, whatever, a light car. So he did very well, and without notes, I feel a little, I won't say underutilised, but my input would be limited.
You know, a real privilege for me to be able to come out and do a bit this year. You know, I think I'm not here for any other reasons than my own enjoyment, but having James O'Brien sit on, you know, I think for me, who's I suppose a relative novice at this game, to have somebody of that experience out is just an absolute privilege. Obviously James won a number of Tarmac Championships with Andrew, but also then national championships with Roy White, and won a lot of rallies all around Ireland and the UK, so couldn't get more experience than that, and keeping me right today.
Well, he'd been testing at Nuts Corner for a few days, and I knew he had the pace because he and I've raced each other before on some circuit races, and there's only ever 0.1 of a second between us, so he's obviously got the pace. He just needs now to deliver it on the stages. No doubt I'd like to have been here today. In fact, we were going to come today, but I thought it was better for Graham's first rally to have the road show himself. But the next day we're out, I think we'll both be doing a tag team where both cars will be here.
the two names on the door. Obviously, hopefully, I don't think we'll be fooling anyone with the stage times today that it's the original Nesbitt and O'Brien pairing, but I think this new one's going to have a lot of fun.
They're a queer bunch. Yeah, sure, it's great fun. Graham, along with my daughter Grace, would have basically been helping us when they were out doing weather crew and mud notes and all that kind of stuff way back in the early noughties. So yeah, it's coming full circle. They're now back. They're now in the driving seat. Grace is navigating herself and Graham is driving. So yeah, I'm hanging in there.
Great to see the Nesbitt and O'Brien names reunited. Rallying in Ireland has always been a family affair, and today is no different. There's a husband and wife team, Jason and Hannah Black.
So my dad has been in rallying for years. He started like with a forestry rallying, navigating. He's always been navigating, and then I suppose my brothers, I have an older brother and a younger brother, and they started to get interested in navigating, and then of course I led into the navigating too. So that's actually how Jason first saw me when I was standing with a rally sit on doing my first rally, the Circuit of Ireland in 2018. So that's how we met him.
Hannah's family all are rally mad, so I think that's part of the problem. So it is. So she's been out a couple of times with it before, so but never with the big engine in, so it's a bit of an experience for her.
I did a wee bit of navigating previously, like on the roads and stuff, so a circuit I suppose is a wee bit more relaxed, as you don't have the pace notes to call, so you can just sit back and enjoy a wee bit more. So Jason sort of feels his way around anyway, so he doesn't need too much guidance.
I kind of got into rallying through my dad. Been following him around for years, and suppose he's been big into the Northern Ireland Championship and did it for many years, and suppose it was hard to avoid in some ways. So no, rallying about 7 or 8 years now and loving every bit of it. Dad Brian would have been racing Stewart of Starlet too, or just Stewart of Starlet mad in our house. He'd have been like a 1400 car and would have been always very competitive in his class throughout the years. So he's now sold his car and is more taking a more, I don't know, like a manager's role of it, you could call it.
And Jason's brother Gareth is competing alongside them with his fiancée.
It's Rachel Barr. So we just only got engaged there 2 weeks ago. So she's out for a spin now. The last time she sat in the car was, we'd probably only been out a couple of months, and we're in Dad's 1400 cc, so it's a bit of a change for her today. Jason went first. I didn't really take into the rallying for a couple of years after he did, and then we both went out in the 1400, and then kind of moved on, and Jason built his car 2017 and I built mine in 2018. Jason started off in the 1600 and I have been in the 2 litre.
Yeah, it's been good. I'll come out again. He hasn't scarred me. Probably from first time I met you, I knew rallying and work and everything was life, so it's all I've known, so it's grand. Yeah, no, I trust him. Trust him fully in the car. I think you feel safer in a rally car too. Maybe not a road car.
I suppose it's good. It starts off with the tracks, and it allows too that drivers can take on and try bring on navigators, and they can get a seat in a car before they have to go to open road and start reading notes. It lets them get a feel that actually, for one, can they stomach it? Some people think they can sit in the passenger seat and they can't. But it starts off 2 rounds off the track, and then you get on to the stages, and the stages, the rallies they put on are pretty good. So they are, you get a bit of a mixture.
You're keeping me right now, so you're.
We don't tend to have too many arguments.
Yeah,
so
well,
there hasn't been any so far today.
Yeah, no, all good in that front.
I've been giving him a few wee hints here and there, like, but I don't know whether he's listening to me or not, or whether he's just putting the blinkers on and away he goes. Obviously we're all out today, the four of us. It's not often that actually happens, so we kind of have a wee bit of a bet on whoever can finish the highest or move up the most places is buying everybody else dinner. So it's nice to have that sort of wee competitive streak, but we all have similar interests and always have, so it's nice to have them alongside too.
The battle at the front of the rally today is amazing.
This after stage 3, Johnny Greer took back a second on us, and then stage 4 he's after taking another 0.8, and there's too many stages left to let him go on ahead now and keep chipping away like that. So we might have to put a new set of tyres on now, unfortunately, to try and keep ahead.
But McLaughlin responds on the very next stage to go fastest again. His third quickest time of the day. His lead is back to 5.5 seconds.
Well, it's always good to have a race. Aaron's been driving very well all day, so we've been struggling to keep up with him at times. I think we've been taking a wee hair back, and then he's took a chunk back out of us. And yeah, it's been difficult. Like, we're trying our best, trying to nibble away at his lead, but it's tough. But at the same time, it's enjoyable as well. I quite like those close races. So yeah, we'll just keep going away, and hopefully we just keep nibbling away towards the end of the rally. But it's a long way to go yet.
But 2 stages later, the champion shows his pedigree again. Johnny Greer takes the overall lead for the first time.
Yeah, we've got a good chunk on that last stage. I think it's been very hard all day to know what your pace is like, because we've had good runs all day, and we've maybe nibbled a second or 0.8 of a second, so we've just been doing the same thing all day, but with a nice clean run there in that last one, and with no real issues, and it was good. The time was good, so yeah, it's been not too bad. But now we have a tight margin now. Obviously we're in the lead now, but it's still very close. So yeah, go to the last stage and anything can happen. So we'll just give it our best and see what happens.
Yeah, the guys at the front there, they're on an absolute mission. They're fighting between them for a couple of seconds. I've dropped back a fair bit there now, but yeah, I'll try and consolidate third. It's easier said than done around here, but there's a couple of guys behind me going very hard too, so I'll just have to keep on my toes.
It's a frantic final stage and all to play for, but it's Greer and Niall Burns who snatch victory in the end.
Yeah, it's good to start the year with two maximum scores and 2 wins, so it's gives us a good start for the year, and hopefully we can keep the momentum going for the next couple of rounds, and yeah, just try and build from there. So, but yeah, ideal, perfect start to the year, so over the moon.
They pip long-term rally leaders Aaron McLaughlin and Darren Curran.
Took it to the wire, alright, but he just turned it up there on stage 7 and we couldn't catch him. But we come back a wee bit on stage 8 there, but it just wasn't enough. But it was a tight battle there all day. It was seconds here, 2 from him, 2 for me. It's tight going now.
Kyle White and Sean Topping complete the race and rally stages podium.
Going into the weekend, we didn't have much expectations. all we wanted to do was learn the car, and yeah, I think we achieved that. So we'll take the knowledge of what we learned in the first round of the British Championship and see how we fare against the big boys.
Barry Morris and Martin Hart record a dominant two-wheel victory. They were fastest on all but one of the 8 stages. While in a superb battle of the mighty Micras, it's Stephen Whitford who comes out on top, ahead of Jordan Hone. And John Adams and Noel Watt win the historic category by over a minute and a half. Bishopscourt has been brilliant. We'll see you at the Maiden City Stages Rally in April.